Nigel, I pressed the button. Nigel, I pressed the button. Welcome to the bowels of the internet, where we're starting a movement. Sorry, I had to. The most indubitable, incomprehensible, innumerable. Other words that start with N and are very long. Podcast. Track review podcast. On the internet. Keeping on track with Mizzle and
NIGEL.
Ooh, you changed up the pitch this time. I like it.
I did.
Today, we will be reviewing songs with a theme of songs that you can dance to but have probably never heard of. And boy, we have a show for you.
Woo!
Nigel, tell them what they win.
You win 6 new songs from various YouTubers, musicians, and project artists that have been making music for years and years, some decades in our case, with some of our songs. The order tonight. Number 1 is going to be SAINT PEPSI, Better. Second one, we have Elevator by Fozzy. Next up, we'll have the song Moments by Fulton Lee, personal favorite of mine. Proceeding onwards, Bon Voyage, as written by One OK Rock. Moving down the line to as performed by Masayoshi Takanaka. The song is Sexy Dance, which came out in 1977. Sexy Dance. And finishing it out will be BRONSON. Their song Keep Moving is the only song that has a music video tonight, and we are saving it for last.
Yes. And all of these songs are songs that'll make you move, make you groove in various styles. You can tap your foot. You can swing
various
dance.
Ways.
You can do the Charleston if you want to, but who does the Charleston anymore?
You can bang your head.
You can bang your head. And
shuffle. And tap your toes.
Tappity tap 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 goes the toes. Our rating system is an out of 7 rating, with a perfect rating being an exquisite 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7.
We only have one band, one song that has joined the 5 out of 7 club. Will that club be joined today?
We shall see.
Okay, starting out. So, our first song tonight is called Better by SAINT PEPSI, and this is a disco song. And I told Nigel, please don't send me any disco, because I fucking hate disco.
This is not a disco song.
And he sent me disco.
It's not a disco song.
I was like, damn, so I have to be fair and review disco.
But it's not a disco song.
It is disco.
It has samples
like
from disco tracks.
It's very
but
disco.
It's not disco.
So
came out in 2013.
I did enjoy it for its merits. It is very strong in the groove category. The bass is locked in with the drums, and it's very easy to dance to, and it's a very, very simple production. One question that I do have is, holy shit, does this man have any other dance moves? Because the video here is just the dude on an endless loop popping the same jazzy dance move, and somebody actually, yeah, he is consistent. And I like the distortion that it has on the video track. I found that pretty cool.
It is a nice touch.
But Yeah, it appears that he punches straight through his stomach about 193 times, according to someone in the comments section, and he busts that sick move a total of 194 times straight. So, you don't want to see this dude in a club.
He'll dance your pants off.
He will literally dance your pants off. So...
And then he'll take them and wear them around town, and you'll be like, hey, those are my pants. But you can't be mad, because he just dances away whenever you try to, like, take your pants back, you know?
Yeah, or he just punches straight through you.
Yeah, that too.
That too. That'll do it.
Anyways.
So the last note I have written here is rage quit in all caps, because I had to review a disco song. So, without further ado, my rating for Better by Saint Pepsi is a good, but not great, 3 out of 7.
All right, respectable.
Moving on, our next tune is Elevator by Fozzy.
All right. Elevator by Fozzy took me an unexpected turn. I did not expect Mizzle to send me any hard rock / punk, but it does fit the dancing category. I was jamming a little bit. This track by Fozzy came out in, I believe, 2017.
18. Oh, 27. I believe it's 2018. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a good beat, tells a good story, which that being basically is, we'll get through this together. Believe it, in the Naruto style.
Yeah.
There, yet again, no videos. I'm a little disappointed that there weren't videos for a lot of these songs, because even though that man's funky, fresh grooves were impressive, watching it 194 times can get a little stale.
Yes.
So Elevator, the song, it's just good hard rock. There's a little bit of punk. There's a few punk elements thrown in, but I like it. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Now for the rating. This one, I think, yes, this one is the middle rating. This one's rating is a good, pretty good 3.4.
3.4
out of 7. Which I expected it to be higher, but after listening to it a couple times, I think it's good where it's at.
And an extra note about Fozzy is their frontman is actually legendary professional wrestler Chris Jericho, known as one of the greatest professional wrestlers to ever step into the ring, and that's how I found that band. So
that's really cool.
I do greatly enjoy me some Fozzy when I am in the mood for some heavier music and some rock jams.
Definitely, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've actually collaborated with like Avenged Sevenfold and stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, there were some tunes, some similarities on there.
Yeah.
On that track to some other Avenged Sevenfold songs I have. I do have a note also on Saint Pepsi. Saint Pepsi is one of the band names. It's also, it's one guy. He's Skylar Spence, I believe is what he goes by now. And so if you're looking for any of his new stuff and you can't really find Saint Pepsi's new stuff, Skylar Spence may be another name that you can find him under, because he kind of changes it up when he DJs or not.
Haha.
All right, moving on.
Our next tune is Moments by Fulton Lee, who is actually I would say a local artist, would you say?
Yes.
And
me and Steven went to high school with him, actually.
Yes, and I actually was a part of a talent show with him my freshman year of high school. I was on drumline, and he was doing a couple of vocal things, so I guess that's pretty cool. You can say that that's a claim to fame. even though
And I was in
don't
a
really
play with him too.
Yeah. Even though I don't know him personally, I have had a few conversations. So, me being a clout chasing ass, there you go. So I greatly enjoyed this song. It's a very funky, groove based, fast moving piece of music. It's mixed and recorded extremely well. I don't know if this was done independently or professionally. But it definitely, it definitely has a professional sound to it. The drums and the instrumental melt together seamlessly, and the drums just like each drum fill lasts like about at least a half a measure to a full measure, and they rip every single one of them. Like the fills in this song are crazy. I have two big comparisons that this song made me think of right away, and that was The Middle by Johnny World and Shut Up and Dance With Me by Walk the Moon. Like, if you were to put those two songs in a pot together, I think you would have this, at least this instrumental, in this style. And it's very good. Enjoyable, and the vocals are about love and just spending time with people that you care about and making moments. So vocals are extremely well performed, and they're mixed very well and sit just above the instrumental, which is usually where I like to have my vocals. So yeah,
super crisp too.
Super crisp. So yeah, overall this song is very tasteful. And if I were to give it a rating, which I will, I would give it a great, but not perfect, 4.2 out of 7. For Mr. Fulton Lee.
Good. And he has some new music as well. That song is from his EP, but he has a few other songs. Like
the cover art was really cool too. Is like a melting lollipop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really bright colors too.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that means it's my turn. It is. Next on the track is One OK Rock. The band name is, and the song is Bon Voyage. Now, this song has some punk, yet again, some punk elements to it. And
it's Tokyo rock, if you were to put in a genre.
Okay. Yes. Cool. That's important, yeah. It's a nice track. I don't want to call it a little bit repetitive, or maybe I just was distracted when I was listening to the second one, but it seems like the chorus is long and there's not a lot besides the chorus. That's not a bad thing. It's just something strange that I noticed, and I'm like, oh man, there's the chorus again. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, a lot of their music can be like that. So that is a valid criticism.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Making sure, because I listened to it a few times, wasn't really sure. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to like peg this song for being repetitive, but yeah. There's a lot of farewell sayings. One of the lines in the song is, "Things won't change, no sense in sticking around." And that's good for them. Or things won't change. So I'm saying Bon Voyage as the title of the track. And good for them. Like, you know, if it's not working out, no sense in sticking around. So Bon Voyage. But is One OK Rock a small band or a large band? They have 3.5 million subscribers.
Yeah. Fairly large. They've been around for about 12 years, I want to say.
right, yeah.
They've done work with Linkin Park. They've done work with they were actually up for an alternative press award a couple of years back too for best punk artist. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the record label is also fueled by ramen, which 21 Pilots, Paramore. God, Paramore, that's an old band. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I like the energy of this song. And I could also headbang to this track. On to the rating. This one, I liked it, but it seemed a little repetitive. And I'm more of a fan of disco than hard rock.
Oh, I see. I see. That's how it's gonna be, huh?
So this won't turn into the disco show with Stephen and Nigel though, with DJ Mizzle.
DJ Trade Mizzle with the disco.
DJ Trade Mizzle. That's a good name though.
Yeah.
All right. The rating, I would give this a 3.2 out of 7.
3.
I like it. I like the beat. I like the drums too. And the vocals are clear, non-screamy.
Yes.
But still.
Their drummer, Tomoya Konki, is actually one of my favorites to play along to. But that's just a side note.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I'm very I got myself very hip to their music. I actually have 3 of their albums. So if
hip to their music. You heard it here first.
If you want a 1OK Rock binge, I'm the guy to go to.
And you know the tracks. You know the highs and the lows.
Oh, yeah.
The treble and the bass.
And the ratings out of 7. So, moving on to our next track is another track out of our wonderful, wonderful homies in Japan. This is Sexy Dance by Masayoshi Takanaka. What a strong name.
Well done. That is a great name.
Yeah, I wish my name was Masayoshi, dude. Low key.
Right?
Dude, I gotta change my rap name to Trade Masayoshi.
Trade Masa.
Trade Masa. But yeah, this song was released way back. This is the oldest song that we have ever reviewed. It is released in 1977. But that being said, it has aged extremely well. It said in the description that it was not a remaster. This is the original version. So
good.
Dang.
Because they did have a remaster of, I believe, this album.
They probably did. I would assume so, because people said that they had it on CD, and this was in the era that it probably would have been on an 8-track when it was released.
No, this would have been on vinyl.
Oh, wow. This is all the way back to vinyl then.
I mean, vinyl's been around for a long time, but 8-track had a very short run.
Man.
Yeah.
I wish I had an 8-track player, but that's a side note. So the horns and the rhythm guitar make a great backdrop. Very, very funky, jazzy, driving beat that goes with the drums, and it pushes it along. This song is about 5 minutes, 15 seconds. But
it's almost 6 minutes.
Yeah, ish, something like that.
5:54.
But it feels like it's like a 3-minute track. It just moves. It moves, and it keeps you engaged.
It moves and it jams.
Yeah. It has auxiliary percussion breaks that go in between the 2 ears, which is something that I originally found because Mac Miller used to do it. Where you have bongos in one ear and you have congas in the other, And
Oh,
like occasionally you'll have shakers, and it gives like almost a surround sound effect to it.
It's nice. It's nice.
And yeah, it's a nice touch when kind of the band gets a little bit lower and it starts to become, it doesn't become a muddy mess. It's done very well. And
Well blended.
well blended, yes. I really, really enjoyed this track. The only vocals are pretty much like, ooh, sexy dance.
Sexy dance. Yeah, that's basically it.
Sexy dance. And it doesn't come in until like
And some
later.
do.
Yeah, do. But yeah,
That guitar just.
I don't think I could write better vocals if I tried. So, I mean, it's a very, very good track, all the way through. I made a note here that I could imagine swing dancing to this in a jazz club, because honestly, it feels like something you would hear in a jazz club, like by some independent, like big jazz combo. And it's very, very good. Very good. So
Very good.
my rating for this is a superb, but not exquisite.
Ooh.
4.5 out of 7.
Oh. Yes.
It's not quite perfect, mostly because if it had more lyrics in it, I would probably give it a 5 out of 7.
Understandable.
That being said, our only 5 out of 7 tune has no lyrics in it whatsoever.
Aha.
But
So it's not necessarily
the
requirement.
lyrics, but I would have liked to hear more lyrics in the song. That's my one nitpick.
Understandable.
So, on to our grand finale. Nigel is going to try and break down this insanely busy music video for Keep Moving by Bronson.
All right. Keep Moving by Bronson really is a musical and visual experience. This song actually came out in July of 2020. Doesn't have many views on YouTube. However, it does say this is the background of the song, just by the way. It does say it's a project by Odessa and Golden Features, which Odessa is extremely popular. Super good to me. I love it.
Okay.
Oh man, on to the song. So this is the song that has a video, and the video is
Crazy.
really weird and insane.
Crazy.
I love the song, but the video is this really weird experience. All right, so it starts out with people seeing how Keep Moving on their devices. Honestly, I wrote this note down. It looks like stock footage, but it's breaking reality.
Yes.
There's a scene of a guy shaking the hand of another guy who has flames coming off of him, just like in the Pink Floyd cover album.
Ooh.
Wish You Were Here. It reminded me of that.
I didn't catch. I caught the flames, but I didn't catch that though. That's a
Fun
nice
fact:
catch.
they're opposite of each other than they are on the Pink Floyd cover. But we're not here to review Pink Floyd today. We're here to review Bronson, Keep Moving. And the rest of this video is weird. You definitely need to give it a shot. Watch the whole thing. There are something along the lines of corporate takeover. Oh, God. Eventually, towards the middle of the song, and it's a short song, less than 3 minutes, the On Fire Man grows a Pinocchio nose. There's furniture flying through the office building, and everyone's getting knocked down, and it's as if these people are like rag dolls.
They're going limp.
Yeah,
Completely
or
limp.
The things, the inflatable tube men. That.
Yeah, the wacky, wild, inflatable arm flailing tube men.
Wacky Wild Inflatable Tube Man style. People falling down the escalator, and then all these printers and chairs and laptops and technology flooding the hallways. And some people are on their phones, and there's teeny tiny versions of everything I just mentioned flying out of these people's phones. God, it's weird. It's a weird video.
Weird. It's very
weird. I love
weird.
the song, though. Love the song. If I was a DJ, I would play this in a club at the peak of club hours, like when it's packed. This is the song. Like,
yeah, this is the booming song. This is the song to get everybody up on the dance floor.
Yes.
Get away from the bar, out of your tables. You're gonna dance, fam.
Go dance for 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Don't watch the music video. That's not something I would play in the club. That would be weird.
Yeah.
I feel like people would stop dancing, they'd watch the music video, and they're like, wait, what is this? Anyways.
What is going on?
Some really good bass in this track. Extremely well produced.
Yes.
Great mixing. There is and this is something I also see in techno songs, is it's important to have like a breakdown period.
Mm-hmm. A breakdown period.
Chance to, filter out.
You broke out there for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, you broke out after breakdown period.
Hey, perfect timing.
Haha.
So breakdown on the song being, it's great. I really like it, and definitely would make me dance.
Yes.
I think there's something also to say about like the reoccurring people in the video. Of how I think it's something to do with corporate versus the common person.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. But it does what it does what it needs to do, and that is make me dance.
It gets your foot tapping and your booty moving.
It does. Nothing could have said it better.
Yeah.
All right. And the rating for this song, I am giving it a very strong 4.7 out of 7.
Ooh. 4.7. Somebody gets
which is surprising for such a short song, but it's really good.
It's really good. See,
really good.
If you could follow the music video, though,
right?
Maybe it could push it up over the 5. But like,
yeah.
If I actually found this song a few days ago. And I sent it to Nigel. I was like, oh, well, I wonder if this is something that we could do for this week's theme. I was like,
100%.
Oh, absolutely. And I was like, okay, so let me try and break down this video, because I've watched it about 4 times now. So,
oh my goodness.
You have like corporate grunts walking into a huge office building in the city on their phones, and their phones say keep moving. They go up into their designated places, and they're in this meeting room, and there's a guy covered in fire shaking hands with, I guess it's supposed to be like devil's advocate shaking hands with like the owner of the company, like he's selling his soul. And then they start making crazy profits, but they're stepping on the little man. And like there's all this celebrating and stuff in the meeting room as the video goes on, and all these people are like going crazy, like, oh, we're making so much profit,
so much bank.
And then you start having these explosions of movement, and you start to realize that, oh crap, this is like all the tables, all the chairs, all the computers are just sloshing around, and there are people just getting knocked over.
Like, you
ragdolling.
put the whole office like a ship in a bottle, shook it up.
Yes.
That's it.
If you were to do acid and walk into an office building, I think that's this music video.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, the Devil's Advocate guy, after the first sequence of stuff getting thrown around, starts growing a Pinocchio nose, which I'm guessing that's supposed to be like, haha, you fell for the lie and now you sold your soul and all these people are getting crushed.
And moved and
then all of a sudden, like, you have
Gumby.
all this celebration going on, and like, everybody's still moving inside of the meeting room, and I'm guessing that's why it's called Keep Moving. And
Probably.
Then tiny ragdoll people start flying out of their phones and hitting these people in the face, and it's like, what?
And running down the sidewalk and
It's
getting
like,
crushed.
It's like, what is even going on? So,
Yeah.
I believe that this music video is probably acid on steroids.
It's a crazy music video.
It's a crazy video. But yeah, I do recommend you go and watch it. Whoever has made it this far in the podcast, in the
Absolutely.
the featured presentation for the night. So yeah,
that was the best track. Like
that. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid, bro. But yeah. Nigel, do you have anything to add here? Because
only thing that I have to add is SAINT PEPSI / Skylar Spence is great, and Masayoshi Takanaka has some jams. Further jams than Sexy Dance, but that is one of the gems of the jams.
That is the sexy dance, if you will. So, thank you for listening to this exciting, intriguing, mesmerizing episode of Keeping on Track with Mizzle and
Nigel.
Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.
Have a good morning after evening.
It was good to have you. It was good to have you. Thank you for coming along. And as
always, the playlist will be linked in the description as well.
My mommy said that it's about time for me to call it, so I gotta go and suck my thumb. Farewell.
Have fun with that.
And we will see you in the next song, podcast, video, whatever it is that you watch next.
Life update.
Life update. Could be a life update. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a life update. Thank you.
Keeping on Track.
Keeping on Track. Life update. Have a wonderful day. A wonderful born after evening. This just got really ASMR. However, we will say farewell. Nigel, do you have anything to add?
Nothing at this time.
Nothing at this time.
Thanks for joining us.